Hi, I'm Mike Kleanowitz, associate broker with Cummings and Company Realtors out of the Perry Hall office is where I'm at today at my home base office. And today I wanted to talk to you about what it's like when you have to sell your house and then you're trying to purchase a bigger house for your family or just yourselves. You just need more space and how it works. The first most important step is going to be to contact a trusted real estate agent who you trust, who you feel good about, who's competent, who's been doing this a long time, and who has the experience it takes to navigate this type of transaction because it's not the same thing when you bought your first house and you just had your niece or your nephew who got their license 2 months ago and you just felt guilty that you had to use them and you let them show you houses. It's a lot more involved when you have to sell and you have to buy. First thing you need to figure out is, do you have to sell before you buy? Or do you want to buy first before you sell? And that is kind of a conversation you need to have. Just because you might not have any money in your savings account to be able to put down on the house that you want to buy doesn't mean that there aren't programs and things available, through different lenders that I have partnerships with. They have things called bridge loans, which can, give you the opportunity to pull equity out of your house in order to use that to purchase the next house. So you can do that without actually selling your house. So that's one thing to think about. You know, the second thing to think about is, if you do it that way and you can purchase the house without selling your house, you're what's called a non-contingent buyer. Well, a seller likes a non-contingent buyer a lot more than they like a contingent buyer, which means it's contingent on your house selling. So with the non-contingent buyer, a lot of times the seller is much more willing to give, closing cost help, not money off the purchase price, give you extra stuff, whatever, versus when you're contingent, because there's a big risk for them to take their house off the market, especially if you don't have a contract yet on your house and they're losing that time on the market for you. And it's like if your deal doesn't work, then their deal doesn't work, and then the deal that they're trying to do doesn't work, and it's like a domino effect all the way down the line. So that's why the bridge loan is something attractive to look at, as an option maybe to be able to utilize to get into another house. Now, if you definitely are like, I don't care about that, I just want to sell my house first, then let's focus on selling your house. Let's go through your house and see if you need to upgrade anything. Do you need to paint it? Do you need carpet? Two cheapest things you can do: flooring, carpet, paint. The cheapest things you can do to maximize the value of your house. Next things are going to be like, do we upgrade the bathrooms? Do we upgrade the sinks? Do we upgrade the toilets? Do we upgrade the floor? Do we upgrade the bath, the shower? Do we upgrade the kitchen? Do we upgrade the counters? Do we upgrade the appliances? Do we upgrade the cabinets? What do we do? So, it's taking an agent's eye to come through the house and walk through it with you. And, don't sweat it. If you don't have money right now out of pocket to be able to do these repairs to your house, but yet you have a lot of equity in your house, which a lot of people do because their homes have appreciated so much in the recent years that, there's companies that I know that I'm partnered with, and contractors that I'm partnered with who will allow you to do the repairs that you want to do necessary to maximize your home value. So let's just say, if you took $20,000 and put in a kitchen, bathrooms, upgrade, paint, carpet, whatever, and put that into your house, and it would net you 50 or $60,000, well, you'd be a fool not to do it. But what happens if you don't have the 20 grand? Well, this company will come in, they'll do the repairs, and then they'll attach a lien to the house, which can be paid when you sell your house. So the company will get paid when you sell your house and for the repairs that are done. Now, not all contractors you pick up in the phone book are going to work this way. Only a select few, and only the ones that I've partnered with. So if you want that option, give me a call. I'm here to help. So that's one thing to think about. Another thing to think about if you want to list first before selling is, people say, well, I don't want to be forced out of my house. What if I haven't found something and my house sells in a day and I get all these contracts and I want to take it? Well, you can take it. You can still take the contract. But what you do is you make it contingent on you finding your home of choice within 3 or 4 weeks or whatever long that period is going to be. And if you get to 3 or 4 weeks, you haven't found a home of choice yet, come back to the buyer of your house and say, look, we haven't found our home yet. We need an extension. If they're not willing to give you an extension, then cut them loose, let them go. Put the house on the market, sell it to somebody else, and do the same thing. That way, you're not forced out of your house until you find something that you love and that you're happy with, because you don't want to be in a panic buy situation. And then the other thing that people worry about too, the most common thing people worry about is, how are we going to do settlement? Because I need to sell my house to buy my next house, which means we're going to do settlement the same day. So we're going to do settlement on my house in the morning, and then we're going to do settlement on the new house in the afternoon. But what happens like all my stuff? Am I like homeless with a moving truck in the parking lot? Like, how's that work? Well, it's not as bad as it seems, because what we can do as a experienced agent and realtor, we can negotiate for you what's called a rent back, where the buyer of your house will allow you a period of time, whether it be a week or a month or whatever you agree to stay in the property to be able to move your stuff after settlement into the new house and get transitioned into there, so that everybody has a nice smooth transaction. So we can try to negotiate something like that for you. But it's really comes down to, you need to have an honest and transparent and open conversation with your real estate agent. Having them come over first before you do anything. Have them come to the house, sit down with you, have a cup of coffee, pet the dog, say hi, do whatever, and just talk about your situation and what you're looking to accomplish, and make sure everybody's on the same page. It's never too early to start planning. A lot of people do this a year, before they even move. So it's never too early to start. I know that from being in the business as long as I have. So if you want to, start planning your move and moving from your small space to your bigger space, give me a call, pick up the phone, 410 You can call me, you can text me, you can DM me on Facebook. I'm an experienced agent. I've been in this business for almost 20 years, it'll be 20 years in August, and I've sold over 1,000 homes, all within the areas that this ad is showing in and the video is showing in. I'm familiar with your neighborhood. I'm familiar with your area, all over the place I've been. And, I'm here to help. I'm here as a resource. So use me. And thank you for taking time to watch this video. God bless you all, and take care. And I'll see you on the next video.